Hello, this is going to be a tarot reading on Prince William and Kate, the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge. As always, if you hear anything in the background, that's just my dog snoring, so please ignore that. Okay, so Kate's energy came out swinging right out the gate. All these cards just fell out really quickly. Here's the thing, at least from her perspective, because this is Kate's energy at the moment. At least from her perspective, I feel like it's kind of, her marriage can sometimes feel a bit more like a business arrangement. They've definitely had a lot of issues, and I see Kate being actually very defensive of her marriage, very protective of her relationship. I do think that she notices women around her husband, and you know, women trying to sleep with her husband. I think she notices that, and she's very protective, and very like I can just see her like wielding a sword and being like, don't come near him, don't come near me, everyone just get away from me. I see her as being very smart too, very intelligent, very aware of the sort of image that she has to put forward. And I think she's been aware of this, you know, for a very long time, since like the early days of their relationship. She's aware of what sort of image she has to present to the public. I see her also being very protective of like who she actually is, if that makes sense, because I kind of see this like split in her. There's the brand, that's the like Duchess of Cambridge, you know, future queen, all of that. That is the brand, and then there's who she is as a person, as, you know, a mother, who she actually is. And I see kind of a distinct difference between those two. Not to say she's completely putting on like a facade. It's just almost like the image is like, I'm seeing like a protective shield. Like it's I'm hearing it keeps her safe, and it keeps what's important to her safe. They will never get a divorce. This will never happen, at least from her perspective and where she is now. Her energy is like, there will never be a divorce. There will never be a breakup between them. It's just not going to happen. There may be times where they are actually away from each other, not necessarily like fully separated, but I see them being in different places, whether that's living in different homes, or like one of them's at home and the other one's like in another country, or they're both in different countries or in different towns or cities. Yeah, when things get difficult, I feel like they have to have a little bit of time away from each other. But yeah, I don't see a divorce or anything like that happening, at least from her perspective. I feel like she's like, not that she'd take just any sort of treatment from him or any sort of embarrassment, not that she'd just take anything from him, because I do see her as being like very strong and kind of like knows her worth, to be honest. Like when it comes to husbands and boyfriends, like even who she dated before William, you know, she didn't take mistreatment, she didn't take anything like that. So yeah, she wouldn't just take any sort of embarrassment or mistreatment from him. But the thing is, I don't think he mistreats her. I don't think he's horrible to her, or that he, you know, is a horrible husband to her. It feels more, I don't know, it feels more like really good friends. That's the way it feels, at least at the moment. It just feels like they know each other so well. They just feel like very, very good friends. Okay, from her energy, it's like when it comes to their marriage, it's because I know there's been like allegations of cheating recently, and you know there's been rumors flying around about their relationship for quite a while, to be honest. But it feels like when he's at home and when he's with their family, he's a great husband and father. Okay, he's not a bad person to them. He's, you know, yeah, I do see her appreciating like how he is as a father. She thinks he's very good. And okay, he's better than she thought he would be, if that makes sense. Not to say she had low expectations of him being a father, because I think she did think he'd be a good father before they had kids, but it's like when they had kids, she realised, oh, he's actually a great father. He's not just good, he's great. I don't see like any negative feelings. The only issues I really see, at least from her energy at the moment, is women around, allegedly. But I don't know if, here's the thing, I don't know. I'll look at his energy in a second and I might be able to get more answers there. But I don't know if it's like what she's referring to here is like full-on cheating, full-on affairs. It's more so what I'm seeing is just like women at parties, women kind of around that she knows wants to cause issues for their marriage. Okay, let me look at his energy. Okay, I'll get to these cards in a second. I just want to focus on this for 1 minute. From a very young age, he had a lot of pressure put on him, more so from his dad, allegedly. I see like a lot of pressure, like his whole life, it's just been like pressure on his shoulders, like one thing after another. And I do feel like he feels that as well when it comes to like, he feels the pressure to have like the perfect family, to show the world this like, you know, the perfect image of their family. And I actually see him wanting to let go a little bit more when it comes to that brand, that image of like a happy, you know, happy family, that nothing ever goes wrong and nothing, you know, we all love each other and it's all this all the time. I could actually see him like talking more about how hard fatherhood can be and how hard being a husband could be, and trying to show like more of the reality of his life, more of the reality of what it's like for, you know, Catherine and their kids and the pressures that they face. I also do think he's, I don't know if he's definitely like planning something or if he's just thinking about it, but I do see like trips as a family as well. I don't know if these will be just holidays or official trips. I can't remember what they call the official trips. They had to call them like tours or something. But I feel like there'll be more like official overseas things actually involving the children. This might be like a big family trip, a big family tour, like to certain places in the Commonwealth or something like that, where it's the kids as well as him and Catherine. Okay, here's the thing as well. Meghan and Harry are popping up here. Yeah, he doesn't really like Meghan from what I'm seeing here. He doesn't hate her, but I just don't think they have compatible personalities. And I mean, when it comes to Harry, I kind of see, allegedly from just what I'm seeing here in these cards, that William kind of feels like he's just, like Harry's kind of been the impulsive brother who's got to do what he wants while all the pressure is put on William. And I do feel like everything that's happened with, you know, Meghan and Harry leaving the royal family and kind of everything that's happened there, I feel like from these cards that William kind of felt like that just put even more on him. And I do think he held a little bit of resentment towards them because of that, because he's like, I already have a lot going on. I already have a lot on top of me and on my shoulders. I didn't need anything else. And you guys just kind of threw this other stuff at me, and now I've got to do all these different things and deal with the media and everything. But I don't think he's holding on to that. I feel like he's a relatively forgiving person. So I don't feel like he's holding on to like a major grudge towards them. But yeah, he kind of finds it hard to talk to his brother at the moment, just because the time zone difference is coming up for some reason. Yeah, so it's like finding the time to talk to each other at times where it's like they're awake in England, but they're asleep in, I think Harry lives in LA now. So it's like finding the time to talk to each other on the phone when the time zones are kind of matching up and it's like daytime for both of them and they're not both busy. These cards that I pulled, I actually did ask, like in my head as I pulled these cards, did William cheat? I did ask that. No, I don't see cheating. Like, I've heard so many rumours that I'm actually kind of surprised right now, because I did expect to see cheating, like physical cheating. But no, Five of Swords reversed. It's like, no. Now, has he talked to other women in the past throughout however many years him and Kate have been together? Yeah, I feel like he's maybe at times, if it's anything, it would be like emotional cheating, where he's just like talking to other people, other women, in a way that he should be talking to his wife, in a way that's inappropriate for a married man to talk to another woman that isn't his wife. But when it comes to like a full-blown affair, like a full thing, I don't see it. He's been approached a lot. He has been approached countless times by women who've you know, wanted to hook up. Yeah, that's happened a lot throughout his life, throughout his relationship. But to be honest, I don't see him, I kind of just see him blushing when it happens. I don't see full-blown affairs. I really don't. Even I'm surprised because I've heard so many stories at this point, but I really do just feel like the thing is that he'll talk to a woman, and this won't even be in like a intimate way or something. This could just be in a friendly way. He'll talk to just a woman, and then I feel like sometimes these women will try to make that out to be something bigger than it actually was, or try to sell the story to the media, try to get money from the media or from the royal family. They kind of, I just see a lot of people like viewing him as like a meal ticket. Like, oh, if I get a picture with him, I can then sell it to a newspaper or a blog or something and say that there was an affair and I'll get paid this much money, when there's no actual like concrete proof or basis to this rumor. I just see people kind of like hoping to have a connection with him, like whether that is, you know, hooking up, texts, conversations, pictures, anything like that, just hoping to have something like that to use later on for money, for fame, for their own personal advantage, basically. Yeah, he's like, he's quite sensitive, actually. He's quite sensitive. Like, I feel like if he actually had a proper affair, I feel like he'd be like so in his emotions and so filled with guilt, he'd just tell his wife immediately. He wouldn't be able to lie. No, I don't see it. And that's not to say, you know, maybe it will never happen. I don't know. I'm just saying what's based off of the energy at the moment, and from what's happened in the past based on these cards. I just don't see it. I see plenty of opportunities. I see plenty of people lying and trying to sell that there has been an affair. I see Kate being very defensive and being very aware of these people and these, you know, these women who want to get to her husband, but I don't see actual cheating. So yeah, that's kind of what I see for Catherine and William. Thank you for watching, and that is it.